Hello, fellow passive income investors. Welcome to today quick update on MSTR stock. Today I'm going to cover MSTY price target, and also we're going to take a quick look on MST distribution that they announced. It's going to be very exciting. And the last thing, we're going to look at the HOOD. This is a brand new ETF that came out, but it's doing really well. And for people who miss opportunity to invest in the ETF when it came out, it might be a good time to take a look at it and see maybe you can put it on your watch list. On Friday, MSTR stock went down about 7%, and MSTY followed suit and it went down about 7%. Price of today is 21.69. It opened at 22. Days range 21.24 to 22.13. So for people who took advantage of that decline of 7% on Friday when it closed, if you buy this price and if it goes up to the price target I'm going to show you, you're going to make a lot of money. So let me know in the comment below if you took advantage of that price decline and bought more shares. Today trading volume is over 15 million. On average, this ETF trades around 7 to 8 million shares. So this is really huge for an ETF like this, because most people who are buying this ETF are just retailer investor, people just like you and me. While we are on MSTY, let's look at the distribution rate based on the previous distribution they just paid is 144. But of course, this might change, depends on how much they're going to pay next. Let me update you on net asset. Net asset is the amount that manager have accumulated under this ETF or MSTY. Right now is 3.76 billion. So that's a huge, just keep growing. That means a lot of people have faith in this ETF. The other ETF we're going to look is Defiance Leverage Long Plus Income MSTR ETF, MST. This ETF went down 14% on Friday. So for some people, saw that as an opportunity to scoop up these shares, because if it goes up to where it was before Friday, that means you're going to get a lot of gain. But on top of that, this ETF is only one of the MSTR ETF that pays weekly distributions. And I'm going to show you the distribution they just announced. I opened at 1876 and days range is between 1735 to 1887. This is an ETF you might want to look at. But again, this is a leverage, so it has a lot of volatility as compared to MSTY. And distributions are not as huge as MSTY ETF. Today's volume is over $750,000, but on average it trades around 472,000. As I mentioned, MST pays weekly distributions, and this is going to be the second time they are paying. The first time they paid was last week, 34 cents, and the price at that time was 23.73. The yield was 73.41 based on the price that they paid at. And return of capital based on the information I had was 99.29. This time I didn't put any because I didn't have more information on exactly what return of capital. The price of today is around 18, and distribution they're going to pay on Thursday is going to be 27 cents, and that's a yield of 76.61 or round up to 77%. So the yield is going to increase, and that's based on the price of today because the price has declined. But of course, if you bought at a higher price, then your yield is going to be a little bit lower. On average, combine the distribution they paid first time to distribution they're paying today is at 30 cents. Remember, I personally like to do average because this is like the reality, because these ETFs, they never pay consistent distribution. They always pay like a 34 today, tomorrow will be 27, the next day might be 40. We never know. Or next time it might be 17, right? So, but if you combine, you get an average, and this is a better way to calculate if you are relying on this ETF for your income. So let me know in a comment below if you did take advantage of MST going down at 14% last Friday at the price of today 18. Did you buy more shares, or you think this ETF is too volatile and you'd rather stick with MSTY? Now let me show you the analyst prediction for MSTR stock. MSTR price today is 372. As I mentioned, it went down 7%, and today went up a little bit. There are 13 analysts who are following this stock, and 12 of them are recommending to buy based on their numbers they see. there's only one sell. Based on 13 Wall Street analysts offering 12 months price target for strategy in the last 3 months, the average price target is 524.92 cents with a high forecast of 650 and a low forecast of 175. The average price target represents a 41% upside from the price of today. So why am I covering this stock rather than showing MSTY or MST? Because MSTY and MST follow directly the direction of this stock. Whenever this stock goes, that's where those two ETF will follow. So for MSTY, will follow exactly what this stock performs, and for MST, which is a leverage version of that, is going to be double the price of this stock. Whenever there are analyst price target, I always trying to look at the different sources, and one of the sources that I went is this one here, and it had 17 analysts. Out of those 17 analysts, 12 recommending a buy, and overweight 4 of them, hold, there was 0 hold, and sell, there are only 1 recommending sell. This is a current, but there is also historical, had pretty much the same. 12, they're recommending a buy, they're 1 sell. So this stock seemed to have pretty much a consistent rating of a buy for most analysts because they're believing this ETF is going to be higher. On their price target, 650 was the highest, 175 was the lowest, and mean, which is average, was 527.20. Guys, I really want to emphasize, whenever it comes to price target, this is just analyst a prediction based on the number they see. This is not science, meaning the things are not going to be exactly how they are going to predict. Things may change at any time. We never know what future holds. Just be cautious. This is something that you just have to put on your radar and have a hope that this data they are providing will uphold to where it is right now. The last thing I want to show you is a brand new ETF that came out a few weeks ago. This is YieldMax HOOD Option Income Strategy ETF, HOI. This ETF came around $50, but it has been doing great. There's no NAV erosion on this ETF so far, and it hasn't paid the first distribution. The first distribution is coming very soon, but overall, 52-week range, or since it came out, is between 51.76 to 61.36. So has done pretty well. Whenever there are higher volume of trading, there's always money to be made, especially a company like Robinhood will really benefit from that. And if they make money, of course, their stock, which is HOOD, will go up, and therefore HOI ETF will also go up. But so far, we don't know how much yield it's going to have. But whenever that comes out, of course, I will let you know. So if you don't want to miss that, and you don't want to miss any type of other information on these high yield ETFs, please make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button. So whenever I release a new video, you'll be able to get that update. And also, if you like this type of content, smash that like button, and don't forget to share with someone you think this video might help. That's all I have for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next video. Bye bye.